What's up guys, Jim Collector here, back with another video, and today is episode 2 of Jim Shoots. Now Jim Shoots is my toy photography vlog series where I document my progress as I learn the craft of photography. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Normally I like to use digital backgrounds for the backdrops for my photos, but today we're going to use a practical background using a red light and a blank wall as well to create a nice dramatic red background. Today's subject is the Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers from the 1978 film Halloween. We're going to be getting a tight portrait of him, but we're also going to try a full body shot as well, which is something that I'm not used to doing, so that'll be interesting to try and figure out and get it in a way that I like it. So guys, stick around and we'll see how I take this figure and this camera and create these photos up here. So before I begin shooting, I'm going to research some reference photos. This really helps with inspiration, and sometimes it helps me visualize the shot that I want to pull off by just looking at photos or artwork that's already been done that may be slightly similar. So here I'm just checking a few different reference photos and I'll find something I like, and then I'll create an image that I like based on that. Alright, so after a bit of searching, this is the image that I've come across that I really like. So I'm going to use kind of this as a pose starting point for our photo, and I just really like how simplistic yet so immersive this photo is, just with the accents of the knife. So this is what we're going to go. We're going to take our figure here and then we're going to go set them up and create some shots. Alright then, so here is today's setup. So obviously we have our subject in the middle there. Down here we have a light that I'm using to effectively create a red background. We have a backing light as well. Then we've then got our main, or I believe a key light up here, which I have used some Amazon boxes to kind of fashion this to kind of reduce light spill. And then I've got my bounce card over here as well, just to direct some light onto the other side of the face. So our subject is Michael Myers as well. And we're trying to capture a portrait here. Now my main focus is to really kind of get the blacks of the eye holes there. There are actually eyes behind or in there that the this is a sideshow figure that they've made. But I'm trying to kind of cover that up as much as possible. So this is the shot we currently have, which is a nice little portrait. I quite like how that's looking. This is going to be the first thing we kind of go for. We can take a few different shots and then we're going to try something slightly different and we'll see how that goes. But now we're going to take the shots of this and I'll catch you guys in a sec. Alright, so I've actually removed the bounce card now, just because I kind of like the shadows kind of cast just like this. So we're going to kind of see how that looks and take a few shots. So generally whenever I'm kind of doing this process, I'll always change around most of my lighting effects just to get different shots, just because I kind of have an idea of what I want to get. But then you never know, when you get into the session, things can change up. So yeah, let's see how these ones look. And then when we decide on the final photo, we'll decide between the dark ones or the lighter ones. Alright, so I've switched up for a different shot. We're now going to be going for a full body shot. Move the lights around a little bit. So I've still got my key light with my Amazon shutters up there as well. Then down here, obviously we've got our offset light and we've still got our red background as well. I have had to switch to my 50mm lens instead of my 90mm, just because I am not working, don't know if you can see that, with the most space here. So the distance was just not enough to get Michael in his full view. So this is what our shot looks like now. I really like how he's offset against the red background. So I'm hoping we can pull off some interesting stuff when editing with this shot as well. I think a bit of a vignette will be pretty awesome on this one. So yeah, we're going to get a few snaps and we're going to see what we come up with. Alright, so here is our portrait here. So as you can see, it's already quite a nice looking photo. The composition, I quite like it. But now here we see, after it's edited, the difference. So the brightness on the face I've increased. I've also upped the texture, the clarity and the sharpness, and I've added in a bit of vignette, and I've also messed around with the colours in the background just to make it a lot more prominent. But overall I really like how this looks. I think the orange background suits the character, it being from a Halloween movie. Orange is kind of synonymous with that kind of time of year. And I think it's created a really nice, kind of spooky and ominous portrait. And here is our full body shot as well. Again, I really quite like how it looks. He silhouettes really nicely against the backdrop, and you can see although the overalls are a little bit dark, I think that kind of works. He is also known as the Shape, so I can kind of see how that works in quite nicely with it. And you got the knife kind of standing out in sharp contrast next to it as well. But let's get the edits up here. There we go. Now we can see how he looks after the editing, and it is a lovely shot. I've made some changes to the face there as well, as you can see. So you can kind of see the face here is pretty, it's not as sharp and it's not as prominent as it is once edited. I found the white wasn't quite popping enough, and it didn't stand out or look sharp enough for what I wanted. But you can see once I add back in the editing, I've really increased the sharpness on the actual figure itself, as well as the brightness on the face, and accentuated the highlights with the knife there so it pops even more. I've also increased texture and clarity, and again I've added in a cheeky vignette as well because it looks really nice. I've increased saturation on the red background, and I really do like how it's created that kind of glow behind him, which gives a really nice effect. Right guys, that about ends it there for me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Jim Shoots. Now let me know in the comments below, which photo did you prefer, the close-up portrait, or did you prefer the full body shot? I'd be really interested to know your thoughts. As I said at the beginning of the video, the full body shot is quite new to me. Also, while you're in that comment section, if you've got any tips or any suggestions on how I can improve the quality of my shots or my entire process, let me know, because I'm here to learn and I'm here to take you guys on that journey with me. So I'll make sure any tips or tricks you include in the comments, that I'll include them in my next video. Any challenges or specific type of shots as well, let me know what they are. I'd happily give them a go. Anything new that challenges me and my creativity, the better. So as always guys, this is Jim Collector. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again real soon.